Welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, at the channel we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives on this channel. We at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let me repeat myself. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madness. Moving on to our video. Yes, today you're going to listen to Sir P at Politirickswatch. Some people that say he's dissing Renita Adams, wicked, and some police are blaming me. But why? Why are they blaming me? I'm not Sir P at Politirickswatch. So some people are saying that based on the rhetoric and the man's outlandish comments about Renita Adams, the only person that would do such a thing would be me, and only labor rights hate Renita Adams. I didn't know that for someone to criticize another, one has to be political affiliated. It should not be. People must free to say what their mind tell them what to do and doing it honestly. So for some people to be saying that Sir P is a labor right, I don't know how to come by that information. Some of them, my phone has been ringing after work today. And people, using certain terminology, certain things that happen, and the reason why they do believe that I am the person. But as I have said, and I'll continue to say before, and I'll continue to say again, that I am not Sir P, and I don't want to be Sir P. I am not an arrogant person. I am a person I'm a people person. I've always been, and I will continue to be. Anything that I am doing, my motive is always at the right place. And my motive is that I want all Jamaicans to live in the island where they raise their family and work and create a better environment for everyone, irrespective of one. In America, they say zip code, irrespective of one address. Because look, when I was growing up, there was no so-called done in my community at Jonestown where tell you what to do, and I never experienced that. Or in jungle, I know that they were there, but they were there just to maintain a certain level of coordination between themselves and the other criminals. So there's a split now between a gang, two men. They were friends. I don't understand these low IQ people. Both men, they go together, eat out of the same pot, and at one point in their life they would call each other brothers, But for some reason, something happened, and then they have a disagreement, and then and there, people decide, boy, man for dead, and how you reach that? I just don't understand how people do that. So, so what happened was that now these people, men, they fall out of love with each other, because if a man say him love you as a brother and them thing, it's just simple, you understand? It will be just simple as that, because if you and a man, we grow together as brothers, it is just simple as that. You are brothers and brothers for life. But what these people have been doing on is not brothers for life. Is if you hurt my feelings, then I want to hurt back yours. I don't know how them come by that. It's like some big sissy. You understand? If you respect each other, you understand, as friends, it is just simple. You treat each other with respect. You understand? Treat each other with respect. If you love a man and you say, boy, you and this man a friend, you understand? You just continue to do it. But the thing is that with these people, once you hurt them feelings, because these men are men who wear bingo bags, When we say bingo bag, there are some big sissy them. So as somebody hurt them feel like, well, boy, I'm dead if you're dead. And all of these things just add up to one thing. It's because of illiteracy. Because if I have a disagreement with someone, I don't believe that person must die. You understand? That is just me. I don't believe in that. And that is one of the biggest problems with these men. So based on what is happening in Spanish Town, I know over there by Waterloo, some people might be saying that to bring back Renita Adams, and he will cool Spanish Town. So Sir P is saying, well, I beg to differ. So he came out and he made statements to the contrary, dissing Renita Adams.
There's an idea about Batman police kills to one son. Small fry 87s. Why they never kill Tisha? But I make a reason.
And then we'll come back.
When they not tell me about Batman police kill so and so and kill so and so. Right? But I can understand, say, when you see certain man get taken out because a call me get make. Bigger heads they make a call and the man they get. Right? Quote unquote dealt with. Like Waldy, that's a Waldy drop out. Bigger heads make the call. Alright, he been passing place, don't get with him. But the idea what you have in your mind, say, right, this quote unquote Batman police can take it upon himself to go kill high level dance, and that's why it work. Right. That's why I tell them about. That's why ball be there about so long. Until again him step overboard when he forgot who his masters were. Right. So when I tell him about that's why we need to bring back that Batman police so he can go for now, go for nothing. Right. Because the boss then I tell him to go for nothing. Go for some little small for 87 now, yeah. But the man they move, call the shots, not happening. But I never go for Dodos, Zeeks, Tesha, Black man. You think I can't find them? You think I couldn't find Dodos? You think I couldn't find Zeeks? No. Even if you understand how them things really work. But I love fantasy, I love excitement, so that sounds exciting. You want to bring back the same search with them Batman, because the Batman police just go for now, go for nothing. You go for Gaza, man. And go for Gaza, man, and they but when they move close to their line to the various political parties, they big shot them. And the call have to come from up above to something to them. Otherwise, I'll be excuse here. Oh, we can't do anything, or we're trying our best. We will see. Well, what can we do? What can we do? And the same thing them say about Waldy. What can we do? We don't have any charges against him. What can we do? Next thing a year, when Waldy truly step out of line, when Waldy got too big for his britches, the Ramdale incident get real spooky. All of a sudden, the excuses stop. Alright, that's it. Give it them. To this day, nothing come out of that. Go and investigate, no? I bet you never see nothing come out of that. No, I understand why Iron Man work. So, the video, I go play it. all the senior, or most of the senior one of them on them. Enough of them, you believe them name get mentioned. Somebody actually narrate the video. Alright, me say, Philly, now if you've never been to Uncle Sam's place, alright, even if you're not been there but you're not familiar with it, I don't know much about it, you have to understand, Philly are one of them places where some part of Philly are straight up dumb. You know, see how some Jamaicans who get offended when they disrespect, quote unquote disrespect, right? They're newly adopted homes, like them that are foreign long to them, think say them are foreigner. Them that America belongs to them, identify more as an American than a Jamaican. So in the middle of them, I go say, how dare you speak about my city like this? You can't pay me for live there. The city, brotherly hate. So the video where I go see, the reason I mention this because if you've never been to a place, you might think to yourself, then I really foreign that can't go on a foreign, yes, it can go on a certain part of foreign. So this is nothing new for Philly. I noticed the area man them, when time I pick which part to live, them live. And then pick the place them, was similar to area man, where it is already normal, the man just casually shoot it out in nice streets. Young boys, them think that's normal. Not a day. So, going to play the video. It's already narrated by someone, right? I'm going to edit the voice. Even though every man and them poodling and Philly and all over the place see the video because much people are saying, but it's not like say, right, me and this person, right, had a conversation and them say, yeah man, it's alright, let's play it. So because, get it go a circle around, me I get it, but everybody else that seen it, right, with the, original form. So that's the voice me get it. But the person already, I tell you exactly what I want, so I'm not have to say nothing. Just listen up. Check this out.
Yeah, so you're looking at, right now, if you look at your LCD, you will see the face of the man. That's Gaza man, Yeah, that's Gaza man. The man was supposed to retaliate for the killing, for the Wellington's killing. Was killed by the security forces in Waterloo, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. So that's him right there. That's Gaza man. That's the man them call the two-gun kid. So now that you have heard for yourself, Sir P at Politirickswatch disrespect Renita Adams brawling, then Adams supporters started the Jamaica Young Police channel because Adams is a PMP LGBTQ plus police, and according to them they say we are Siaga supporters. Yeah, we do support Siaga crime policies, and we're not going to lie about that because Siaga crime policies was tough, You understand? When police are come lick one man and them thing there, you understand? Them not lick one of them are from 2 go all the way up to 8 for you get problem. Preemptive strike. You on the list? I just saw it go. So yeah, so this is what some of them said. They said that we at the Jamaica Young Police channel will respect a detective named Tom Levine, we respect Keith Trinita Gardner, we respect Tony Hewitt, we respect Isaiah Lang, we respect Calvin Benjamin, Douglas Guthrie, Ludlow Mort, Charlie Mendes, Mevral Simit, Bobby Reds, Gunter, Wade, and a whole host of names, Dalphy Graveney, and not Renita Adams. So them say we do not respect Renita Adams because we call him a MPM police officer. Yeah, well, and the reason why we call Renita Adams a MPM police officer because that's what he used to do. That's how we know him. Because look, when I was stationed at Unsby, I used to see Renita Adams on Thursday nights. I used to see, honestly, myself, we're like a fool inspector and them thing. Yeah, I used to see him because I'm quiet and unassuming until in time. Boy, I'm going to Spanish Town now. I'm going to wait. That the police say, fool police say. But I just saw it still, so it looks deceiving sometimes, but that's all we had seen him before when he was at Arbitrary as an inspector, and boy, the man just become a figure larger than life. You understand? So, and yeah, but then when he was at Arbitrary, boy, you know, the people them who have style them, they hate him, you know, them say, boy, guys, he's an MPM police officer who only break up poor people's styles, who do not follow the country's laws when it come on to vending. Yeah, so Renita Adams used to lead a squad every Thursday night, you know, tomorrow Friday now, you know, the vendors they would come now to put out them wears and them have them style and them thing there. Cause a badness them use for the business people them uptown, you know. So MPM was the one where, you understand, MPM, you know, them time PJ partisan Prime Minister, you know, Michael Manley then PJ, you understand, and them use it, you know, because them have to protect the business district of the rich people them, because the poor people them are encroach on the business community. Because remember, you know, even although the poor people them have them own arcade, and you know the people them now they're not going in there, so per se people going about them not make money inside of the arcade as them do when they're close to one of the stores, so them are rob the store them of their income. So that's why you have the MPM, so you know the rich people them get the government to put certain things in place. So that's how Renita Adams was the man that was leading the charge against the vendors them. So according to the code the Sir P used, he never called Renita Adams' name, but if you can deduce things, you understand, and based on you have that discernment when you listen to things, you know that it is Renita Adams he's talking about, because there has never been no Bigger Ford and name brand police. I have never heard people calling for the return of Bigger Ford, because Bigger Ford never run a squad. So in a police officer like Bigger Ford, Isaiah Leng, Tom Levine, Bobby Reds, Bevan Simpson, Monkey Man, and I can go on and on about the name brand police. Benji, Calvin Benjamin, Tony Hewitt, and those, and you know, Dalphy Grave, you know, Clarendon, and you know, all those police officers. Those police officers were by. These are police officers. They were name brand police. Them not on a squad business. You understand, like how Renita Adams lead a squad. In a police force, them in a military, them would call it either a company or a division, or if you serve in a military, you understand military. You understand military words. You understand how them you know use the military terminology. You understand them call it a division or you know a batch or whatever. So it's all because of that. So Renita Adams was totally different. He led a squad. So anything that the team done is like a general fighting a war. You know, the men them win the war, but a general get all of the praises. So that's how Renita Adams, you know, come to be, you know, to be known as a crime fighter. Not because, you know, and he was charged for, you know, the quadruple murder of the 4 people in Clarendon. So we continue the journey. So according to the code, Sir P disrespected Renita Adams at Politirickswatch brawling by outlining the names of known murderers, killers, extortionists, robbers, and rear admiral when Renita Adams was in charge of Spanish Town, St. Catherine North, and these men were able to operate with impunity as if they have immunity from the law. Yes, when Renita Adams was there. So that's why I'm saying that is a fool errand for these people to think that he was a crime fighter. And he went on to name some of the men. So we just had Donovan Bulby Bennett, and he called Tesha Miller and the likes, who are aligned and affiliated to the PMP LGBTQ+, which is a criminal organization, never experienced any police pressure, as the police officers at Spanish Town, included Renita Adams, Harry Bongos and others, were in the pockets of these criminals, and the people knew it. So when some people are calling for the return of Renita Adams, it is a fool's errand. Yeah, it's a fool's errand. Adams supporter then started to diss the Jamaica Young Police channel because Adams is a PMP LGBTQ+ police officer, and they are saying that because we praise Edward Seaga for his crime fighting policies, and we said that without any apologies. Yes, them say, boy, we are Seaga supporter. Yeah, them say we over here we are Seaga supporters. Well, you know, in context, we explain some things to you people who have one-track mind. We say we can expand on your mind. Alright, we have served in the United States military. Uncle Sam, Uncle Sam is our employer. Yeah, you understand? In Iraq, before the United States, before the invasion of Iraq, Operation Iraqi Freedom, that's OIF, and if you go Afghanistan, OEF, and you get your badge and for your service, to show that you were deployed to the war zone, and you get medals, or if you have combat related injuries and all kind of stuff like that, all of those things will be noted on your DD 214 when you're leaving the military. And I can tell you this, the people right now in Iraq, they would rather, so just listen, they would, I'm trying to explain some things to you people who are just looking at it as a political way and not looking at it as a policy. You understand? So when Saddam Hussein was there in Iraq as a dictator, the people in Iraq were free. When I say free, they were free from terrorists, because Saddam Hussein never played with them. So when it come on to freedom and they had security, that's why the people them did all about security. They didn't have to worry about bombing or anything like that, because as something happened, swift justice. And that's what people want. Yeah, most people want swift justice. They don't like this whole heap of drag out thing and criminal go to court like in Jamaica and them walk out. And them keep repeating the same thing over and over like a recurring decimal. When Siaga was prime minister, the thing is that criminals were living in fear of losing their lives and not the law-abiding citizens. So when Siaga was prime minister, there were no artificial borderlines. None. It's not like now where the community where I was born and raised in Jonestown and even in Jungle, where you have artificial borderline within a community. So a man who come from Penn Street could not go to Pensacola Street because that artificial borderline that has been created now. When Siaga was prime minister, all of those things erased. No man could not impose him will on the people in the community. And I tell a man, say, oh, you come from around there, so you can't come around here. Once that reach the authorities, say you're gone in a preemptive strike, you gone because you're in a government. You can't pass law community about this are yours. A man can't come around here, sir. So that's the main reason why we said that, why we applaud Siaga. Because back then, trust me, if a man have a gun and a light now, you see like how you look right now upon Gaza man, or Gaza man did have him 2 gun them upon him and his person when the police them clap him. Yeah, when them dash him, and send him to the departure lounge. Yeah. And the people them say, boy, yeah, he's a gunman and them thing now. So we applaud the people them. You notice the people them know say my gunman, them know say my killer. Nobody not come out and burn a tire. And I say, boy, oh Gaza man, innocent you. Everybody in the community know say my killer and know say him a done. You understand? I know that where he was sleeping. So it's based on information received and obtained. They say it's Negos that gave the police the information where this man was hiding. So the police they went there. Yeah, so so when we say that we support Edward Siaga's policies, crime policies back then, that's one of the main reasons. Because back then criminals were living in fear of losing their lives. If a guy have a gun, it's not like now where everyone in our community have an illegal gun and man sit down all pan corners with gun. It never used to work that way when Siaga was prime minister. Man, you have a gun, the police coming for it, man. And once them get it straight to the departure lounge. Yes. And I like now where you have a guy, in charge of 13 murder and him just keep coming and go out. No. It never used to work like that with Siaga's crime policy. Siaga crime policies is that you're a career killer, departure long for you. I just saw it go. So that's why we have eradication, special operations that they call eradication. Yeah, and Harry Bungles was a part of it because it was pure tough detectives were there. You understand? But the PMP they dismantled it when Trevor Macmillan became Commissioner of Police. Anything that was good for the country and fighting crime, they make sure they dismantle it. So it's not politics, it's just facts. So if you people upset because of that, too bad. But if you want to learn things, we'll expound and educate the people over here. We are not here on any political journey for anyone. We just hear about the facts. Yeah, and some people have said, boy, so why is Sir P this Trinity? Keith Trinity Gardner as a stooge. Yeah, Keith Trinity Gardner was a name brand police officer, and he made his name on the street by being a crime fighter as a person he was. Yeah, he wasn't a political activist as Renita Adams. Renita Adams was a PMP LGBTQ plus police officer and a political activist. And the reason I would say that without any apologies, because we know people who knew him as police and people who are criminals affiliated with the Klansman gang and the PMP LGBTQ plus party. And they would say that, yeah, Adams a for them boy. But, you never hear no. Although it is said that Donald Pusey is a PMP LGBTQ plus supporter, you never hear, the criminals them would have said that, you understand? It's a criminals we attack, men who fire gun or like Buffy, Buffy that from Spade Corner, Peter Phillips man, and after a while I just saw it when you're involved in a criminal, them just get rid of you. So the same way they got rid of Buffy. So we continue the journey, you understand? So what Renita Adams used to do as an MPM police officer, he used to break up people's stall at nights. Yeah, people, and that was his job. Renita Adams is the kind of cop one would call Johnny Come Lately, because he's not your typical policeman, detective who was a name on the street from when he was young. He was not seen as bright, fearless, and witty policeman to be a detective. That is why he was a traffic cop. And this is not a slap at anybody taking any shot at uniform police officer. Because you have some brilliant uniform police officer, but it's just that some of them, like men like Dudley Bryan, never see himself as out there fight crime. Like a Bobby Reds, Bobby Williams, and all them man. So you couldn't say them man they're a political stooge. You understand? So, so there's a lot of tension, between supporters of different political parties and police officers in Jamaica. Because, for Renita Adams supporter to be labelled in Sir P at Politirickswatch that he's a Labourite and that I am the orator is misleading. So it's not we, so stop saying we and them thing now, we are Labourite. And yeah, we know a long time say you're Labourite and you are Sir P because see them a Labourite and them thing. You must understand that there's two political parties in Jamaica. One is PNP and one is JLP. Any person, if you claim that you're in the middle, that means you're a centrist. You understand? I am a conservative. I don't believe in a leeway and a soft sentence and a soft thing to deal with criminal. So pretty much I'm a conservative. Yeah, just as Sir P. So that's why people, would want to think that it's the same person, but it's not. It's just, you have two people who have the same, pretty much the same thoughts when it comes on to crime and how you view criminals. It's just based on our background. I don't know where he's from, but I know where I am from. I am from Jonestown. I just hate gunmen. Yes, especially the one who kill innocent people. I don't like them. You understand? Yes, I know. Of course, I know gunmen who are good gunmen. Yes, when I say good gunmen, what I mean by that, these are men who work. Yes, these are men who work. Them go to work. They are not involved in any criminality. Them go to work with them have a gun illegal, because when you live there, you cannot get any license gun. So them have an illegal gun. And what happened? The guns. They have these guns. These men have these guns. They don't parade around with their guns of people to intimidate anyone. They have these guns to protect them family and their community. And you have a lot of men, big men, back then. I don't know about now. You understand? And as I've done a video before where I told you about a guy that I grew up with me in Ratcliffe Road. And Ratcliffe become one of Jamaica's most wanted men. And it was same men who in the community at Jonestown, I'm not going to call their name, who with the legal gun was able, they were able to prevent an incident with Ratcliffe Road and two other men that were with him that Friday even when I was there as a young police officer. You understand? So not because you are from the ghetto and you're a police and you're going back there, sometimes there have to be people in the community where have muscle who can really protect you. Because in a Jonestown back then, anytime you see a police vehicle, police not really patrol in a Jonestown back then, because the street them so small. Because I British them built it, the streets are so small. That's as a vehicle come inside here. From the police that come from Admiraltown, or they are coming from Cali Smith Drive, people start ball out police. You understand? So that's why the police have to go there in nights and raids. When people are asleep, although you have men up in the night, with gun, like them get pay, and them sit at it. But I know a man do it still, So we continue the journey. You understand? So, so when people say that we are the orator, at Politirickswatch, it's misleading. That is why my cell phone has been ringing off the hook. So I decided to make this video to make it known that I am not Sir P at Politirickswatch. And if he's a Labourite, hey, if you know if Sir P is a Labourite, you understand? That's none of my business, and I do not care which party in Jamaica he supports. Everyone have the freedom to support the party of their choice. It is important to remember that everyone deserves to be treated with respect, regardless of their political affiliation or profession. That everyone has the freedom to support the party of their choice. It is essential to respect their political views of others, even if we disagree with them. Violence and hate speech are never the answer. A fool's errand, is a task doomed to failure or pointless and futile. So bringing Renita Adams to fight the monster of crime is a fool's errand. In context of the situation we described, it would be a fool's errand to call for the return of Renita Adams, because he's a controversial figure who has been accused of extrajudicial killing and not preemptive strikes. Remember that preemptive strikes save lives, and that is what the police did to Gaza, man. So the reason why we are saying that Renita Adams is accused of extrajudicial killing. Remember the 4 people he killing? Those people, they weren't embarking and killing others. So you understand? So he weren't saving life. That's why they label it extrajudicial killing. Preemptive strike is like how they kill Gaza man, because Gaza man was the man who was going to retaliate for the Wellington's killing. So that's why you call it preemptive strike. Because preemptive strike save lives. You understand? So Renita Adams, his supporters may believe that he's a brutal crime fighter, but his critics argues that he's a vigilante, targeting innocent people and not the real career criminals, like the late Bulby, Teshamida and others. Yeah, true, because if Renita Adams was a crime fighter, the man would have dead a long time. You understand? But it is said, based on what special branch police officers who were there then, and in information, that Renita Adams was in the pocket of these criminals, and he knew where they were, and he was very close to Bulby too, seen on several occasions. But because Bulby was a PMP made man, and until him pass in place, them dust him out. I just saw it go. So it is important to remember that Jamaica has no easy solution to the crime problem. Any attempt to address the issue must be done in a way that respects the rule of law and the rights of all citizens. Calling for the return of Renita Adams will be a step backwards in that regard, because he hasn't balanced his act like the late Tony Delroy Hewitt and Donald Pusey. May their soul rest in peace. Because these were balanced police officers. These weren't political activists. And everyone know that. Even police will say, hey, boy, the man is a PMP, LGBTQ plus police. No, them crime fighter. You understand? So it would be better to focus on supporting the work of the police and other law enforcement agencies and addressing the root cause of crime, such as the career killers whose lust for blood should and must be targeted for preemptive strikes. These things will make a real difference in the long run. The situation can be de-escalated and everyone learn to live together in peace and harmony. If these people who are killers understand the value of life and how sacred it is to be alive, you want them to feel hurt, and that is not gangsterism but terrorism that must be treated with preemptive strikes, and no other response will suffice. in this day and age. So when you talk about, boy, yeah, a man is innocent until proven guilty. If a man, oh, him so unfortunate that him name call for 1 murder, 2 murder, 3 murder, 4 murder. So how my name the call on any? I'm a career killer, so you have to deal with him as such. So all of them things that we used to use in our past have to stop. But yeah, a man is innocent. No. Career criminal, for your name call for 2 murder, you're a career killer. Preemptive strike. And 2 is too many. Should I just use 1 like we see I got do? 1, alright? Yeah, you analyze the preemptive strike. And that's that we have to do. So we like how the word where the police say, yeah, they use preemptive strike because it saves lives. That's why them took out Gaza, man. You understand? That's how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. Preemptive strikes save lives. So we know that the Jamaican people frustration and anger level towards these killers are at the top and overflowing. They want the return of a squad similar to the eradication squad. Its current name is Special Operation Base at 230 Spanish Town Road. And not only that, boy, hey, them police, you know, and the good thing about special eradication back then, people would not know when these police leaving, because the people who are across the street that live in that community or White Lane, they wouldn't know where the police officers going. So there was no one there to see what's going on. So I don't know why them, bring to Ruthven Road, the anti-crime and acid and everything. They bring police uptown. Yeah, the police them supposed to in at the artist part, the garrison them there. You understand? As anything them can, them can respond. See that they move out. See it, flying squad now and boogie uptown. Flying squad supposed to be downtown as the British has done. But everything them are, them want to revamp the thing. So yeah, so the people them would like a squad similar to eradication squad of the 1980s, when the late Edward Seaga was Prime Minister. Understandably, we would want them, the killers, to feel hurt and to be punished for their crimes. However, we do believe that violence is the answer to solve violence, because what is happening in Jamaica is a war against the defenseless citizens by these masquerading gunmen. Preemptive strikes will only lead to a reduction in murders, because the killers would know that once you kill another person, you have become a career killer. Your name is on the list for preemptive strikes. After all, it saves lives, and we are all about saving lives with lessons the violence and bloodshed. We believe the best way to deal with these killers is to address the root cause of crime by sending a stern message to a person with an illegal gun. We have to create a society where everyone has the opportunity to succeed, where there is no need to resort to violence. But the more monies these men make, the more violent they become. So we know that poverty is not the root of the killing. Still, it is all about driving fear into the hearts of the citizens and to terrorize them to adhere to their criminal's will, as if anyone had voted for them to be their political representatives. We also need to change the way we think about crime. It is not a public health issue, nor a criminal justice issue. It is a mindset of bragging about how many people they can kill. And the only way to reduce and stop the killings is to use preemptive strikes against these career killers who keep going to jail and back on the streets. The time for a different approach is necessary and important. We need to focus on prevention and punishment, because rehabilitation is not working. So citizens must be supportive of the police force to get rid of these parasites and end these career killers by sending them to the departure lounge. I know this is not an easy solution, but over time we will see the result of the same. And I believe it is the only way to stop crime and create a more peaceful Jamaica. In the meantime, I hope the citizens in Jamaica and the diaspora can find a way to cope healthily with their anger and frustration. Many resources are available to help you, such as therapy or support group. Please do not hesitate to reach out for help if you need it. So, as we say right now, and we are looking on Gaza, man. Yeah, man. So, as we said it before, preemptive strikes save lives. We're not here supporting one over the other. From your kill innocent people, yeah. From your kill people, you have given up all rights to live. So you put yourself right on the departure lounge. So that is what Gaza man did, and that's what he got. So Sir P, this is Renita Adams. We are not going to say what Sir P said is true, and the truth is the truth, and the truth hurt only the guilty. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.